Hello once again YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Right, so before we get into the main meat of the video, I just want to share with you my settings which I was shooting in. This is very typical of the DJI Neo and the DJI Flip. I pretty much use exactly the same settings for both the drones. So looking at the EV, we're looking at -3. That seems to work quite well for me. Moving on, we're looking at the coding format. They've got two options here, 264 or 265. I do find that 265, my computer struggles with it, so I shoot on 264. Quality is about the same pretty much. Some people argue about that, but I just find it's a lot easier to work with is 264. And moving on once again, this is my maximum altitude, maximum distance, and auto return to home. I don't use return to home, I basically use hover, but that's the settings I use for that. Moving on once again, we're looking at 4K at 30 frames per second. That's about as much as you're going to get out of the Neo. With the Flip, I'm looking at 4K at 60 frames per second because that's about the best you're going to get out of that one. And then finally, if I do get a bit of an issue, a bit of a problem, I don't return to home, I don't descend, I just basically hover. And I find that to be the best. Anyway guys, let's crack on, and if you do like this video, then please like and subscribe. Right, hello once again YouTubers, Andy with you with another video. So today we've come to somewhere slightly different. This is Ashdown estate. The estate is over there, it's National Trust. I'm not going to be flying it over there because I'm not really supposed to. So I'm going to be flying it in there. We're going to go in the woods there. Really nice woods, this one. I've been here several times before. It's a really windy, wet day today, unfortunately. In this part of the world, not great to be flying your drone out here. You're probably going to get a flyaway or a blowaway or something. So when I do go into the woods, I know it's going to be a lot calmer in the woods because I fly it nice, low and fairly slow just to see what there is. So if you do like this kind of thing, then guys, if you like the outdoors, if you like drones, getting away from life just for a while, then this really is kind of what I do. And if you do like my content, pop down there, give us a thumbs up, and also please subscribe. Anyway, on with the video. So the weather up here at Ashdown Park or Ashdown Estate is pretty awful. It's raining quite heavy, it's really windy. Not so bad in here, but if you go outside of the forest, outside of the wood, it really is blowing an absolute hoolie. But this just gives me a great opportunity just to see how these two drones, the Neo and the Flip, how they do in the wind. Now I know that the Neo has a bit of a problem, but it's still fine. And also the Flip, I have heard and done some research and whatever else, I know that it has a problem as well with the wind, but I just want to see for myself if it can actually handle the weather within the woods. I think it's going to be fine, to be honest. It's not so bad in here, but as I say, if I go out of the wood, it's going to be an absolute nightmare. But flying kind of low and fairly slow in and amongst the trees, just to see what there is, I don't think it's going to have a problem. Anyway, let's set it up and let's get flying and see how we get on. Okay, right, let's see how we get on with this. Then I can see it bouncing around a little bit. That's not a fantastic start for it, is it? Got it on cine mode, so I'm just gonna go through here and just see how we get on with it. I'm just going to be flying around fairly low, fairly slow. I'm really just looking just to see how it reacts in the wind. I think one would imagine it would probably be okay. Just got to be a bit careful really. not to fly this thing like I do the Neo, because it just cannot take the hammering which the Neo actually gets from myself. Okay, right, so video quality of this is pretty outstanding, to be honest. I have been looking at the video footage, and I'm very pleased to say that it's really quite good. Really have just got to be careful how I fly it. Anyway, so today's video is not going to be all that long, just because of the weather. Really, it's really quite appalling out here, and I have got my two little doggies with me, and I don't think they'll be appreciating being out here too long either. But I had a couple of hours to spare, so I just thought I'd get out and just do something on my channel. And I do like, obviously, getting out and flying the drones, being part of something which is quite amazing. This is really good, I think, for de-stressing oneself. It's been scientifically proven, you know, that getting out in places such as this is good for our mental health. I'm just glitching up slightly, just having a few little problems really with the glitching. The signal isn't particularly great, although it's not that far away. It's only 80 meters away. I seem to get better signal with my little Neo, to be honest. But I really just want to see what this thing is like. I've heard so much about it, how bad it is in the wind. And I think it probably would be if I were to take this out of the wood and perhaps fly it at height. Yeah, it's going to have a problem. You know, it's got a really good camera as well, and that's one of the reasons why I bought it, really, was for the camera. And obviously I think for the protection around the props. It's really important for what I do. Anyway, so just flying through this part of the wood. Oh, there's some deer over there. I think I spotted something. Don't really want to go chasing them. I'm just happy just to sort of see them, really. If I can get some really nice shots of them, that would be brilliant. It's not my intention to go chasing wildlife. I just want to see it, really, and just admire it, really, from a distance. But we saw something. There's quite a lot of deer in this particular wood. I'm not sure there's any lesser spotted Great British Yetis, mine, but you never know. Whoops. Okay, we've had a bit of a coming down. Oh, it's on its back by the look of it. Okay, it's not that far away. It's only just over 90 meters away, so we'll go and pick it up. And no doubt we can fly again. I don't think it's going to fly in that condition. Okay. Right, we have found a little fella. He's on his back. Just having a quick check to see if there's any damage. No, it's all okay. The gimbal's absolutely fine. You know, this thing can take a bit of a hit, but it cannot take the absolute hammering that, say, the DJI Neo can actually take. Right, we'll give it a little bit of a fly again just to make sure it's okay. Yeah, perfectly fine. Okay, go for a little flight just to make sure everything's okay with it. Yeah, it flies perfectly fine. Yeah, no problems at all. So this thing really does zip along. It really does. It's quite a quick drone, to be fair. It really is. It's a good little drone, in fact. Really quite pleased with it, to be honest. Yeah, everything's okay. Just making sure it all works fine. Yep, we're good. So there's a bit of rain in the air and a bit of wind as well, but we're going to have a go with the Neo now. Now, we saw some deer with the Flip. Just wonder if we can find something with a little Neo here. There's some deer tracks down there which lead on into that quite wonderful area over there, so we're going to go and explore that. Let's see what there is. You never know, you might see something quite amazing.
Point updated.
Right, let's go and have a look then, guys. See what there is. We'll just send the Neo out to go and have a little bit of an investigation. Let's have a little look over here, shall we? Can I just get under that? I think I probably can, actually. There we go. Okay. Right, we're just going to have a little look around. Looks very wild, doesn't it? You wouldn't normally be going out into places like this. It's just wonderful though, isn't it? Right, we're just going to swing it round to the left hand side. We're just going to go behind a little bit of a tree, have a little look, see what there is. Whoops. Okay, right, nothing spotted yet. However, we shall carry on over this way, I think, keeping it in a fairly sort of a straight line, really. Whoops, hang on a moment. Just pull the brakes on a bit quick. Right, let's head on more back towards the home point. I'm just going to have a little look over here. It's just starting to rain a little bit, so if you do see some water on the lens there, I do apologise for that. Okay. And we just a little gander around just to see what there is in there. I'm just really after that amazing shot, if I can possibly get it, with deer. Just really sussing places out, you know, so come the springtime, and now I've got the Flip, I can really get some really nice shots. It's kind of what I'm after, really. Right, so we've just changed location slightly. Slightly different part of the wood, just flying it out here, really. Just really in search of something, wildlife. Even if I don't spot anything, I'm very happy just to kind of be part of this, really. It's quite an amazing place just to be. Okay, right. Had a bit of a glitch there. I lost signal just for a while. Just going to take it back in a more of a homeward direction just to get the signal strength back up again. Yeah. So anyway, I bought this. It's called a Vi-Fly. It's like a drone buzzer. So if you lose your drone, then you can use this thing basically to locate your drone. I got it from Amazon, but unfortunately it wouldn't switch on and it wouldn't charge up. And also it's supposed to come with like a little sticker. You stick on it, then you can stick it on your drone or on your RC car or whatever you're using. You want to kind of track or, you know, alert yourself to if you kind of lose it. Anyway, so I think it was maybe second hand or something, just because there were some things missing. The ports, the USB port, the charging port was damaged. So I got my suspicions that this thing actually was possibly second hand. Right, I'm just glitching up again. I'm just going to bring it back maybe towards myself a bit, I think. It really does look very wild out here. It really does. Okay. Now we're going to get filming. We're just going to go and have a little explore over this side of the wood. I've been over here before, so we're going to just shoot for that gap. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to carry on then, just to see what we can find. You never know, you might see something kind of interesting. Just sort of scouting around really, just to see what there is. There's a bit of rain coming down now. I've got a bit of rain on the lens, as you can see. I'm going to try and fly in this direction because I think the weather's coming from the other direction. So I'm just going to fly in here. Just going to bring it back slightly and just losing a little bit of signal power. So I'm just going to bring it more towards my home point area. It's not really that far away, to be honest, but just sometimes struggles just with signal. I don't know what it is. There's a lot of cloud up ahead. Not a very nice day in the UK today. Heavy rain, wind, but the temperature is really spiked up. So we're at somewhere around about 13 or 14 degrees at the moment. Okay, taking it back to the home point now. It's pretty horrible out there, and it's not great footage, I'm afraid. Whoops. I think that might have ended it. Oh, I don't know. It's kind of upright. It might take off. Let's just give it a go, shall we? It's still recording. Where we go? No. Please. Pretty please. Pretty please with cherries on top. I don't think it's going to take off. Anyway, it's not too far away. It's only 26 meters away, so we'll go and pick it up, and we'll just see how he is. Okay. Right, we found okay, it's on its back. Yeah, it's going to be fine. Quick check. Yeah, everything's fine. Okay. Yep, gimbal's fine. Yeah, all the props are there. Nothing broken. Wonderful. She will fly again. Okay, so sorry about the wind noise, if there's any wind noise. It's really quite blowy up here at Ashdown Estate today. It's such a wonderful place to be. It's very open. You would not want to be flying your drone out there somewhere. Really good to get it more in the woods. It's a lot quieter in the woods. What tends to happen is that the wood itself acts as a bit of a filter, and it dampens down the wind, so much safer really to fly in the woods, and I really like it. Yeah, I saw some deer today. I thought the Flip flew very well once again. The camera's excellent on that. The Neo's an absolute warrior, you know, so both drones do something slightly different but very useful. Anyway guys, I've come to the end of my little video once again for today. If you like this kind of thing, please like and subscribe. This is kind of what I do on my channel. I don't necessarily talk about current events, you know, politics or religion. I tend to steer away from those kind of things because they're really quite contentious, and I'm all focused on kind of well-being really, and positive thoughts, attitudes, and just getting out here into the winds and the wilds. And it's very blustery today and wet as you can see. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Take care.